Hello everybody, I'm Roxy and this is Regular BS. So I hope my glasses don't bother you. I hope there's not much glare, but really I'm kind of dizzy without them right now. So today I'm going to record with glasses. I usually take them off because of the glare, but I think there's no glare situation here. So this is my November TBR for my non-fiction November participation. This month I'm going to be reading non-fiction books exclusively from the first of the month. So in case you don't know, Non-Fiction November is a booktube event hosted by Olive from Book Olive and Gemma from Nonfic Books. Both of their channels are amazing, so I'm going to leave the links to those here and down below, together with the Non-Fiction November announcements, so you can know more about them. But basically it's just they encourage you to boost your non-fiction reading. So even if you don't read any non-fiction at all, you can just read one book and that's it. They also give 4 very wide and very open to interpretation prompts that you can use, and even if you can sort of combine if you need to. I'm not worried about completing this, but I'm hoping I will be able to. So I'm going to have a lot of time to read. Let's get on to it. On top of the 4 categories that are the ones that I'm going to give priority to and that I'm going to name first, I added 3 other categories of just like random things that I want to read. First one is new. Now this can be any sort of new book to you. It can be recently released, it can be recently acquired, it can be just about a subject that you recently became aware of, or just anything that has that novelty to you. So I chose the only book I'm going to show that it's original in Spanish and not translated to English yet, and that is El Traductor de Ulises, which in English would be the translator of the Ulysses. A couple of years after Ulysses came out, and it was very controversial, right? It had a really large impact. It was translated by this guy, Salas Subirats, and it was a very famous edition used by many academics. But the thing is that this guy wasn't an academic himself. He was a salesman, and he had this crazy life, and yet he did one of the best translations of the Ulysses into Spanish up to date. And so I found this book and I thought it was so fascinating. It was released this year and I also acquired it like 2 months ago, and the subject is so new. So to me, this is just embodies the novelty aspect. Number 2 is controversial, and for this I chose 2 books. First, I chose We Should All Be Feminists. This is a very well-known essay. I haven't read it yet. It's supposed to be really good. I'm really curious to see. Yeah. Then I want to read Betrayal by the Spotlight team of the Boston Globe. So, of course, it's a very controversial subject and a fascinating one. Then we have number 3, important. So this is very personal. It could be something that's really important to you, or something that you think is really important in general. I did a combination of the 2 and picked 2 books. First is A People History of the United States by Howard Zinn. I think this book is very well known amongst history non-fiction readers. I haven't read it. A professor of mine really recommended it. I just think it's very important because this offers a lot of American history, but from another viewpoint, and I think that's always important. And then something that's very dear and near to my heart and very important since I want to become a linguist is The Unfolding of Language. This is a very introductory conversationalist sort of book that talks about how language originated, about different theories. Then number 4 is fascinating, and of course this is something that's fascinating for you, so I'm going to not talk about this that much because it's very technical, but I want to read An Introduction to Cognitive Linguistics, which is like my area of interest, and related to that, linguistic words. I still don't have this book in physical, but I'm going to have it very, very soon. Both are just very introductory sort of, but very comprehensible, and these are more textbook-y than the other one. That's it. Those are the books that I want to read for the challenge. Now moving on, my fifth personal category is essays. I want to read 5 essays. I have them all in physical copies, but some of them I don't have here. The first one is On Being Different, which is a book about homosexuality, I think in the 70s, I don't remember. I'm going to put the date here. I also want to read Politics and the English Language. This one I have on a book this thick with all of George Orwell's essays. So of course I'm not going to bring this around. I want to read it in the safety of my couch or my armchair or my bed. Let's go on to the physical ones. I have The Art of the Novel by Henry James. Another little essay, it's On Murder Considered as One of the Fine Arts by Thomas de Quincey. I don't know if that's how to pronounce his name, I'm sorry. Anyways, I've been reading this on and off, even though it has like 80 pages. It's really dense, it has some aspects I like. Then I want to read Only Dull People Are Brilliant at Breakfast by Oscar Wilde. I don't know if I have mentioned this here, but I really love Oscar Wilde. Then the sixth category, which is very important for me, it's fun. So things that I really think that are going to be really entertaining. I've said really like 1,000 times, hyperbolically speaking. So first I have this little book that I got for a very, very small price here in Chile. It's about Salvador Dali. Actually, that's not how you pronounce his name. You pronounce that like that in English. In Spanish, it's Salvador Dali. It's a very small but beautiful book. It has a lot of pictures and it starts really from the beginning, since he was a child. It's a great introduction to Salvador Dali, and I just really, really find this fun, even more than fascinating. It's just, I love this kind of stuff. The Science in the Kitchen by Massimiliano Bucchi. I'm going to leave the English version here. This is a really fascinating book about instances in history where chemistry and cooking have really helped each other grow, either by accidental discoveries or just experimentation. And so I'm very excited. It's a very short book, so I don't know how comprehensive it will be, but I'm at least expecting it to have fun anecdotes and just be a really fun, fascinating read. Then I want to finish this book that I've been reading again on and off all year. I never knew that about New York. It's basically a tour around New York and it tells you little like historic aspects of it. I haven't enjoyed the format as much as I was expecting to, but the book itself and the information itself is fascinating and really, really fun and light to read. So then finally, to finish fun, the pleasures of Japanese literature. I love Japanese literature. I don't know that much about it. I love it though, and so I'm very excited. This is a very short book, so it's more of an introduction. Finally, I put number 7, People. Here I have the biography of Emilia Earhart. Although I already started reading this and it's very fun. Finally, Strange Fascination, Bowie. About David Bowie, of course, by David Buckley. So this says it's the definitive story. I got a really good deal here in Chile for this. It even has pictures, even if they are in black and white. Yeah, I love David Bowie. I was really, really sad when he passed. I've read short biographies on him. I've read like music studies on him. I haven't read like an extensive biography, so I think I'm very excited about this. So that is it. Did you think it was too much? I think it might have been too much, but again, I'm going to have like a lot of time to do this after the 18th, so I'm confident. And that's it. I'm very excited. I love, it's my first sort of readathon. I don't like other kinds of readathon, but I think Nonfiction November is a great initiative, so I'm very happy about being able to participate. I hope you think this is fun, and even if you don't make videos or you don't want to make a video about this subject, you want to participate in Nonfiction November with your own ideas. So leave me a comment down below saying what you think. And if you want to check out my channel in Spanish, the link is over here as always, and all my social media and contact stuff are below, together with all the Nonfiction November information that you might want to see if you want to join. And that's it, see you next time. First I chose We Should All Be Famous. I'm booked. So yeah.